They don't make no runs off the ball. When Yasser's got the ball, they're standing next to him. They don't make runs going forward. Only me forward. I don't understand how you can defend that trash performance.
I do think it's somewhere in the middle.
On my life, if no sweat my bridging, I will tell him don't ever come back off that performance. Don't come back. Don't come back.
That's harsh. You wouldn't do that.
No, but
he's somewhere in the middle.
No.
Richard's a defender. Why is Richard only running forward?
No, I'm not talking about Richard. Richard's performance is always Richard's performance. But as in Loso could have given a lot more than he did.
1,000, but I hear Maz's point.
Wait. How can only one person? How can only you and also agree?
It should be an episode. Team Dams versus Team H. Team Dams 5. Team H 1.
Other times I've agreed with you, so you can't say that about me. And every time anyone calls him out, it's me. No one else calls him out.
I call him out all the time.
So, and if you call him out, we're saying he was fine the other day.
I've never said anything about Yasser.
That's it. Loso and that didn't do shit. They didn't make no runs. Little man done way more than both of them put together. And that's facts.
But I think it's also it catches.
We're talking about Ballon G trials, by the way.
Was playing.
It's live.
We're already live. It's Team Dams 5, Team H 1. The fans already know.
Shit. Don't ever mention my name next to you. You're shit.
We're live.
I'm 1-0 against Team H. That's all I'm gonna say.
We just played football like that.
I'm 1-0.
We've only ever played football once.
I'm 1-0. In the 24-25 season, it's Dams 1 or Dams 5, H1. Welcome to Ball of Duty, live and direct. What are we saying?
Dammy plays shit at the Ball of Duty trials. I want to say anything swimming trunks and ankle socks and boots. Made no sense.
I was told that I looked like Kobe Main. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you don't run.
You're like, hey, it's Young Cobbs.
No, but that was good, man. I like that man when heated, like what I was saying. Pause. But yeah, man. I enjoyed watching you lot at the trials. What I'm saying. You put in a performance, Yassin. You try to make some minutes.
Because Yassin said to me before,
season starts
I'm injured.
The season
I've got
starts
a calf injury. I can't shoot.
Ankle.
I can't shoot.
Dammy trying to make a return and goal.
Hey, I'm thinking maybe a little performance out of field, you know.
Huh?
The most resistant on the pod.
And who's what you taking out of field? You ain't taking who have?
The captain, Team H. I think we need different leadership. I'm not gonna lie. We need different leadership.
You shouldn't even lace my boots, bro.
I think we need different leadership.
The man that starters on the mic.
They call me start a step. That's what I do. I'm dropping it. Yassin.
You don't know what you're gonna say there. Again.
I don't say the N word, but
what?
Whoa.
I don't fancy that.
Last day of the season, that's trying to get us
What happened to
cancelled.
Ghana and Jamaica, by the way?
We lost on penalties, man. I went to a game
Against Ghana?
No, it was funny.
We beat Ghana.
All the comments on TikTok after I posted that Simon Dawkins saying that Jamaica would win AFCON.
Yeah, we lost on penalties.
Huh?
I went to a game of vibes though.
They said the comment says, bro, they'll get touched up by small teams like Guinea and Burkina Faso.
both teams didn't have their strongest team, but the quality wasn't the best. But the vibes in the stadium, carnival over there. It was carnival, bro.
Nigeria were never ever gonna lose against small countries. They were never ever gonna lose. They were like, you know what? Let's take it easy. They were yacked before the game. You know? I spoke to my uncle Kelechi. No, joking.
Are you making up uncles, bro?
Kelechi Iheanacho, innit? He was there on the bench as always.
He come on.
But also the Ghana game, we didn't have a full squad, innit?
Well, we had a full
squad.
squad.
All the teams didn't have a full squad.
Why have you always got an excuse? What about in AFCON where we slapped you then as well?
I'm just saying we didn't have a full squad.
Yeah, what happened with Ghana? What was the score in this one? I didn't watch it.
It was 2-1.
2-1.
We were 2-0 up there and we were
Ghana
comfy.
team's dead right now.
But even the Nigerian team don't look like the full.
It won. It's not. Probably all the players that didn't mind taking less of a holiday to play in the tournament.
Yeah.
What about you? What about
every team didn't have their strongest team.
Ron Morrison was playing as well.
He played like last. Literally, he played last.
Was Dimitri Mitchell playing?
No, I didn't see. I
saw him in a Jamaica kid. I was like,
I'm not. But Bear player weren't playing. But it is what it is, man. People won't get holidays now.
As in, there was never any doubt that Nigeria were gonna win the tournament. As in,
winning on penalties wasn't never in doubt. But we moved, man.
Anyway, Jamaica win AFCON? Absolutely not.
I mean,
Guinea-Bissau would deal with Jamaica.
Hey man, they beat South Sudan and that.
Anyways, enough of that Unity Cup stuff. Got to talk about yesterday's game, innit? Champions League final.
I'd rather not, to be honest.
Murder.
I'm devastated.
Obviously,
she rose.
Obviously, you said with your chest a little while back.
Yeah, he
PSG can't win the Champions League.
I did say that.
The floor's yours now.
Well done to PSG. There's nothing
He
to
was
say.
boying, what's his name? Luis Enrique.
Yeah,
Did I boy him?
yeah, bare chat for him. You and Los.
He's getting on to Shaun.
You're your psychic Los.
Lois just copies what I say. So
And you copy what Shaun says.
who?
Now go on though.
Say it with your whole chest. And it, no,
Let's
there's nothing.
decide for the game. 5-0 in the final, bro. And this is the team that you said can't win it.
Even for the final, I knew in my heart of hearts that Inter were spent like 3-4 weeks ago. I said to Shaun, they're not going to win the league. They got slapped by AC Milan in Italia Cup semi-final over 2 legs. I was like, pff. But when you get to a final, you find the energy from somewhere. Adrenaline kicks in, and then literally 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure you messaged in the group saying, "Oh, who do you guys fancy?"
Because I was about to put a bet on. And I almost put 2 bills on Inter.
And who said who
Then
replied
it said,
first?
I didn't reply
bro,
for a
the goal went
reason.
in before you man replied, I think,
replied.
yeah?
Now he replied, and
Just
then
before the
they
goal went
scored
in, innit?
2 minutes later.
Bro, I said, I was about to put 2 bills on, yeah? It was like 9 bills return. I said, ooh, this looks decent.
For
yeah?
Inter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
because
then-
Inter were long for some reason.
then I thought, like, let me put,
They were like
like-
3-1 or something.
I was going to put like a bill on PSG, was that you get £50 back. I was like, that's dead. So I said, let me go get my card for 2 bits. So go get your card. Went out the room to get my card. As soon as I stepped up, yeah, I see, go! Come back, see
Hakimi.
PSG. I was like, oh my God. Imagine if I just put that 2 bills a minute ago, I would have been crying, bro.
It was
Yeah,
a banging goal as well.
It wasn't close.
I bet responsibly, yeah.
Gamble
Just
away.
don't bet. Just don't bet.
Yeah, well, it wasn't close, man. As it.
So what? You basically just think Inter Milan were just too tired, essentially.
No,
What,
PSG. Like, I don't want to like take anything away from PSG. PSG were phenomenal. Probably the best final performance I've seen since Barcelona popped us in 2011. I think they were top, but as good as PSG were, Inter were bad. DeMarco's start to the game. Wow, the first goal, even the second goal. I don't understand why he's like fully turned his whole body and he's not looking at the ball when it hits him.
Yeah.
Bastoni typically makes underlapping runs. Part of it was to do with the fact that Doué, Dembélé, well, everybody in that PSG team had so much energy. So you make an underlapping run and Doué would follow him all the way up the pitch, nullifying it. DeMarco would go back to the goalkeeper. They'd start again. They'd have to go long. But yeah, just hats off to PSG. The reason why I said that I didn't think they could win it was partially because of the route. I didn't think they'd get past Arsenal first and foremost anyway, but also because the main thing I noticed about PSG a lot of times, and obviously we've seen false nines before, but is that they very rarely have players occupying the penalty area. So then, even for the first goal against Arsenal, if you to like count the number of PSG players in the box versus the number of defenders in the box, it's each Dembele, I think maybe Hakimi or somebody's coming, but then they're like 5 Arsenal defenders. I'm like, a good team should be able to see that off. But
But he was outside the box though when he got the ball. He wasn't in the box.
who, Dembele?
Yeah, he wasn't in the box.
I'm pretty sure he
He
connected in the
wasn't-
box.
Well, he didn't. No. He got the ball literally just outside the box.
When Kvaratskhelia pulled it back to him, yeah, he was like right on the edge. I think.
Okay, but the point is, generally speaking, obviously these are top level players and you can score from 20, 30 yards. It's not an issue. But generally speaking, if you want to create, the best chances will be ones closer to goal. And if they don't actually get any numbers in the box, they're going to struggle to score goals against the better teams, in theory. In practice, it was a demolition. And I'm devastated. And a lot of people are saying it's a victory for football because obviously they do play amazing stuff.
It is, man.
But for me, it's a travesty.
Why?
Because
The way they play
we
football
discussed
is
it
crazy.
off camera, but as in, because number one, they're a state-funded side, so they're funded by Qatar. They've got the highest wage bill in football. They spent 700 million in the last 2 years. I don't really understand how you can say that this is a victory for football rather than an Inter Milan side.
There's no superstars. The ego's out the door. They all work extremely hard.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
deserve
but-
it.
No, I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but
You can see how you can tell the difference, especially when they lost Mbappe. No one would have thought they would have done this. So the fact they got on, they ran through every single team from the knockout stage. Powerful. No one could. No, one could have touched
I
it.
agree.
And
Nobody,
the football the football where they were playing was devastating.
it was devastating, but I don't think playing good football makes it a victory for football, because you have an Inter Milan side who have a wage bill 1/3 of the size, who also have no star names, who don't really spend any money, as in they bought Fratesi last summer from maybe 30 million, so as in they don't spend money in general. They have a midfield of Mkhitaryan, Calhanoglu, obviously Barella's a good player. Acerbi's 37 years old, beat cancer type thing.
He got cooked all
Alcoholic.
game.
Yeah,
He couldn't move, bro.
Was it him that
couldn't
Barcola
move,
sat
Barcola dropped down,
bro. But he played everyone onside every single time. I think, what's wrong with Dookie? He can't move.
I do think, and it far be for me to criticise. I think he made a few mistakes as well.
A few.
I think he should have
What, in the selection?
Yeah. I think he should have played Bissek. Even when he came on, I was like, you can see that they needed Bissek. Number one for his pace, but also to drive forward, because I think Kvaratskhelia tracked him back and like nicked the ball off him. But just for somebody to try to break the press, either by dribbling or passing, and then I think he should have played Zielinski ahead of Mkhitaryan, because Mkhitaryan just ended up being just a number on the
He's
pitch.
a passenger, yeah.
Yeah, he's 37 years old. He couldn't cope with the amount of energy.
What I'm saying, so this is why like we enjoy youthful football.
The football's fantastic.
100%.
Fearless.
The football's fantastic,
And
but I don't think it's a victory for football.
It was like a
But
playground.
people
It
will say
is.
it's a
'cause you-
victory for
Why not?
football,
When
'cause
City wins, what's
young
the
team, a
difference?
lot of young players, a lot of exciting young players.
Do you think that when City wins, people like celebrate it?
No, but I'm
Like, everyone hates it.
People like Loso do.
Well, maybe Loso, but everyone hates it. When City win, when PSG win, are there any other state fun? If Newcastle were to start winning, people will be like, "Oh, they're funded by who is it? Who's Newcastle?"
I don't know if Newcastle to start.
People
winning,
don't say
I
it's about
think people-
Barcelona.
It depends how they start winning. So if Newcastle start spending money crazy, I guarantee you everybody will be like, it's a state funded project, and they will diminish the win. I know, like,
Newcastle won't win for the next 10 years. They won't Champions League. No,
probably not, but as in, I
They won't be
I would
close
consider
for
it a
next
bigger victory for football if an Inter Milan side can win the Champions League just by purely through the tactics, being malleable.
Enrique's tactics were good though.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, they were good tactics, but we can't compare the players though. Really and truly, can
But I would just rather see a team full of young.
yeah, but then if you want that, then you want Barcelona to win it. I'd rather Barcelona
I
than
wanted
PSG
Barcelona to
win
win
it.
it, but they weren't there, innit?
PSG would have ran through
Out of the
Barcelona
two
as well.
teams.
You think they would have ran through?
Their line's too high, bro.
They're both the same though.
The line's way
Both
too
play
high. They would
similar,
have got
I think it
caught
would've
on
been
the
a very
break
different
time
fight.
and
It'd be
time
a very
and
different
time
game.
and
It'd be
time
like
again.
basketball, just
Yeah.
It'd be a high score. It'd be like
But
who wins?
But only difference
5-4.
is would Lamar and Raphinha work as hard coming back as Due and
No, they
Calistelia?
Raphinha works hard.
I don't think they
As
will.
hard as them, man.
I don't
Them
think
man
you
work
think you
hard.
work.
Okay, I think,
Raphinha works crazy
you
hard.
think both of them will work up and down all game like
Yamal probably not, but as in he does a shift, but also
But it's everyone in that PSG team, bro. They're jugging.
I agree.
Yeah, jugging.
Everybody did, but as in what was missing from the semi was Balde and Koundé. If those two are there, then the high line doesn't look as crazy as it did when he's got Martin and who did he play at right back? But I think Barca PSG would have been a close game, probably just decided by the attackers on the day type thing. But Inter played Barcelona in the semis. They played Bayern Munich before that. They played
PSG.
Arsenal, obviously PSG, but they played Arsenal and City in the group stages. It's not as if
PSG had a hard run as well.
No, I'm not saying to anything to want, but as in, it's not Inter a bad side. I think that they were spent, and
But
they
when
got to
you're going for a treble, it's gonna be tough though.
agreed. So like, I have never,
It's gonna be tough.
but I've never really appreciated the magnitude of a treble until this season, because obviously we saw the treble in '99, but like we were kids, and so. And then people used to compare the treble versus Invincibles, and I was like, Invincibles is very hard. But the Invincible side lost 5 times that season. Man United lost 4 times in the treble season, and then City won the treble 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
And when they won the treble, it's like you expect them to. So I didn't really like.
Why? Because the squad was so deep. And
Yeah, because they spent the amount of money that they have and all that sort of stuff. But when Inter are going for a treble, I'm like, this team is not, like, the squad's not deep enough, and this team isn't built to be doing this. They shouldn't be able to do what they do. And then obviously they lose to AC, they struggle against Barcelona. I'm like,
But surely that just means that their squad wasn't constructed well enough to win a treble. Rather
Or
than,
you got to manage it better.
yeah.
you do have to manage it
Because
better.
all
But
these old men are not going to be able to play Wednesday, Saturday, chasing 3 trophies every week.
agreed. It's just a very, very hard thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
PSG,
But also,
they
when
won
the
triple.
average age of your squad is like 34, it's going to be harder. Do you know what I mean?
It's not that old.
Bro, these men are old men, bro.
Obviously, Acerbi's 37, Mkhitaryan, but
When Italy won the Euros, they were old men as well. So.
No, but I'm
It's
talking about
a 70
chasing the
tournament,
treble.
though.
Do you know what I mean? Because the old men
That
can't play
was
Wednesday, Saturday,
Inter
Wednesday, Saturday,
Milan's
Wednesday, Saturday.
59th game of the season yesterday. And to be fair, he does rotate, but as in the mainstays in the team, although they're kind of younger, but as in they kind of have to play every game. Because you take Bastoni and Çalhanoğlu out the team, that they're not doing.
They choked, man. They lost the league and they lost the Champions League final.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
choked.
excuses.
And also, they had that chance to win the league on the second last game.
Don Scott.
They were never going to.
Dominic.
I kept saying to Shaun,
100%. Big up PSG's team.
Yeah,
100% PSG,
They
but
deserve to win.
a
They ran-
victory for football would have been Inter
It
for
was.
me.
I enjoyed the football. I enjoyed the game yesterday. And
So, what do we think about this PSG team? Do we think that
Next
they can
5 years.
dominate
Oh, you see, it's
European
time
football?
that-
I don't know. They'll dominate, but they'll be there.
Yeah,
It's on the
they'll
Barca's
be
time.
They'll
now.
be.
How
They'll
do
be.
you improve it?
I reckon there'll be semis every year for the next 3
The
seasons.
only way I can think of to improve it is to get like a
Centre forward.
centre forward.
They don't even need a centre forward.
They don't need
You lot
that.
can't
Don't
afford
need
that
that.
Farmers League no more either because they just wiped every English team.
I mean, you can because
You can, because it's about the lack of
The league.
competition.
Yeah.
they took they took Barcola, they took Doué, and like the rest of the league's struggling. Obviously, Cherki's gonna leave Lyon.
Yeah, he's
Sounds like
going
he's
Man
going
City.
City, and like the rest of the league is looking kind of weak.
So
But-
with the
It's not Farmers League though.
here with winning the champs, does Dembele win the Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Yeah, I
Should.
think he does.
I wonder what Shaun thinks about that.
He has to now.
What do you think, Shaun?
Come on, man. I think Raphinha's gonna win it. Or him out.
No, then
It can't be
I just got a
Raphinha.
word
What
in my
Dembele?
in my
What
earpiece
Dembele?
that Shaun thinks Raphinha gonna win.
It can't be Raphinha.
I think
man.
that the better would,
Dembele.
because I think in a year where there's no international comps, the Champions League just holds mad weight. And
You're on
like,
clout, man. You're on clout.
I heard that.
But I
I heard
think
the PR and crowd.
My only
but
thing is, do people rank the French league as high
That's
as La
the thing.
Liga?
Yeah, but
No, no,
because-
No, I'm not asking.
We
for-
know that.
No, but
We
because
know
it's
that.
won the Champions League, that has to give.
Yeah,
him-
yeah, of course, it should give him
extra
extra
points,
boost.
yeah.
But
If he didn't win it, then yeah, I'll agree
You
with
know,
that.
at Buki sometimes I think right. If they don't rate that, they think. I
has
don't know.
anyone ever won it in the French league? I don't think.
Well,
Stat
while
man
playing in
dams.
France.
Yeah, not that I,
Let us
not
know,
that I
stat
can
man.
remember.
I can't tell you off the
I'll
top
check
of my
for you.
head.
I feel like
What
every
stat
year
man are
it's
you,
just-
man?
Some
You make me,
If they did, it
you
would've
make
been
me
like
sick,
ChatGPT.
man. You make me sick.
If they did, it would have been in the 90s.
Rolling around with teams when you're younger.
I feel
man.
like literally 90% of Ballon d'Ors are won by someone in La Liga.
No, or it's Syria Italian league.
Yeah,
Kaka.
but it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, yeah.
Nedved.
Obviously, the Prem ones is just Rodri, CR7. Is that it? Michael Owen.
Even
He was at
Michael
Real
Owen, I think, was
Madrid,
at the time.
Oh, he was at Madrid.
Interesting.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
I swear he was at Liverpool.
He was
when
at
won it.
Madrid. He went at
When he won-
early doors.
When
He like
when
20
Owen won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Was it like 2001?
He was at Liverpool.
I'm
He was at,
sure
I
he was
swear
at
he was at
Liverpool.
Madrid, bro.
No.
Owen at
He was
Madrid
dead
was
at
rubbed out.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
just always
dead at
injured.
Madrid. They got rid of him. We got him.
Yeah, he was just always injured.
But maybe
But like,
maybe
La
not been
Liga
the
wins
season, but it's in the
80
year
to
before.
90.
There is a
100%
player
Ballon
in
d'Ors.
1991. He won it. Who are playing for Marseille.
Yeah, because they won the Champions League.
Jean
but
Pierre
as,
Papin.
Papin. But as in, yeah, it would have been 90s.
So in our,
He's
in
the
our,
only
in our
player
lifetime,
from the
pretty
French
much, no one's ever won it. In the
No one was born then apart from Dummy.
I was born in 91. Although Shaun thinks I'm your age mate, so
So didn't know you're 10 years older than us.
But yeah, I think they'll give it to Dembele. Obviously, you got all these Club World Cup permutations and that.
Nah, that
I don't
was-
even know what that shit means.
that was only if Inter won the Champions League.
Oh,
So now that
Okay,
PSG have won the Champions League, I think it should go. Well, I think it will go to Dembele. I don't think it should go to Dembele.
but who's in the Barca in the Club World Cup?
No,
All right, because I was gonna say if they go and win it,
Real's
Barca.
in it, no?
Real are
Al Nasser's in it.
yeah. Is Ronaldo resigned?
Isn't it Al Hilal that's in it?
One in it. Yeah, one in it. I
Because
don't know.
they're saying they're trying to get Fernandes for the Club World Cup.
Yeah, but
That's Al Hilal now.
Yeah, but there's more than
Oh, there's more than
Saudi
one.
team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Al Nassr are in there, but Ronaldo has left. But we don't know where he's signing up to. And then there was chat of him going to Al Hilal.
But yeah, man, I think they're giving.
Do we think that Dembélé has been the best player in the world this season?
I think he's very very good. I think towards the end he dropped off a
Al
little
Nassr's
bit.
not in it.
They're not.
They apparently failed to qualify because they didn't win anything.
Okay, yeah.
I think towards the end he fell off a little bit, but I think over the course of the season, he's definitely top 3, 100%.
What would be your top 3?
Him, Yamal.
Raphinha.
I don't think Raphinha's been top 3 players in the world.
That's
definitely like a stats argument.
Well, but what are we like? Are we just basing this off Champions League performance?
This is what I mean. But
Because
you give your criteria and then you give your list because
Overall, everything.
I ain't watched enough of the French league to say he's been one of the best 3. But
Yeah.
I don't think you need to be fair. As in,
Because, like-
it'll tear up the French league.
Champions League performances aside, obviously Mo Salah's got to be in the conversation.
No, so we had this conversation. I had this conversation. the other day,
Champions
yeah?
League performance aside.
Let me say yeah,
Oh.
but still, yeah. I get. He's got like 29 goals in the league.
I think
yeah, 29 and 18, isn't it? Or 28 and 18.
28 and 18.
Yeah.
Well, his stats were good, yeah. But let's be real. Like throughout the season, we've had episodes where Shaun, BA, Loso, and that been calling out Salah being dead all game,
Yeah.
and then popping up with a goal.
Yes, sir. I
Throughout
need more
all
for it
season,
during the game.
Yeah.
He's been performing like that. So for me to give a man
I can't.
a Ballon d'Or just on stats, for me, it's wrong. When there's
No,
man out there like
Salah's
Lamine
done more
Yamal
than
that's been
stats, though.
performing, it is stats because he's had way better years in terms of performances. This season, when his big time comes, like you said, aside the Champions League, but PSG choked. Games, I think even against Arsenal, was it Arsenal? He was quiet all day, got a penalty, scored. Get it? So for me, performance-wise, he can't get it. Stats-wise, yeah, he's in the question. Performance, no.
Which is fine, but then why do you put Raphinha there? Because Raphinha has
I mean,
From the beginning half of the season when I was watching
cooking.
him, he was best player in the world. For me.
wasn't that more just goals though? As in his performances weren't like Yamal's performances.
I wouldn't say mostly goals, but incredible goals, bro. Mad
Yeah.
goals.
But
Man,
people need to
with his
decide
chin.
because I think Shaun's pretty consistent with like his criteria. It's just like who he likes, which is fine. But I think there's not enough consistency in terms of what is the criteria we're going by. You call me Statman Dams, and then generally speaking, yeah, I will go by the stats. And
Raphinha's performances have been better than Salah's performances this year. 100% for me.
I don't know, man. I just
This
feel
ain't
like
been a good.
if
If take away the stats, I wouldn't even think. Oh yeah, Salah's been cold this year. Just
I
but
think
bro,
that's
I just
recency
think
bias,
it's recency bias.
no, all
in
this whole season has been like that.
in December, there's no doubt you would have said Salah was Ballon d'Or.
No,
As in, if you was to go back and check the tapes, 100%.
I've never said that.
100.
I always said Raphinha at the beginning. From that half of the season, I was saying
Nah.
Swear down.
There's no doubt that if
Yeah.
you go back to December, January, everybody was saying Salah.
Don't
Not
say
me.
everybody.
Not me. I was always saying Raphinha. I was saying Raphinha. Now I've changed it to Lamine.
Also, bro,
Now I've changed it again
I said Raphinha,
to Dembele.
100% say Raphinha.
In December.
Yeah, that's the year while he was cooking. Half of the year he was cooking.
Oh,
Bro, I've
wow.
always said Salah don't give me enough. He scored, but he don't give me enough in games. I don't enjoy watching
no,
Salah.
but like he assists,
I don't enjoy
chances
watching
created.
Bro,
Man,
Hey, but
This
I
is
don't
flagrant.
actually like watching Salah like that.
No,
but
if
I
you're doing
think
that,
if you're
doing
mashing
then why
that
didn't
much,
Haaland win it then when he was?
He should have done.
Exactly, but he didn't.
But he should have.
but
And his performance
Haaland
was
was
better
going
than-
up against the GOAT, bro.
Nah,
like,
man, that's
it
just
is what it is.
that's
Sometimes you
bullshit.
just
Don't
got to
matter
charge
if it
it.
was the goat, man. They shagged him. They gave 3
did
Ballon
shag
d'Ors
him.
away like that just because he's the goat. That's
They did
bullshit.
check him, but like,
Bullshit,
We're not gonna
man.
get into
do you
that.
doubt-
We're gonna get into that. It's bullshit.
Now, you doubt that Haaland should have won the Ballon d'Or?
Hey, I got a clip, yeah. I swear that. Let me show you. I got a clip. My brother went to Inter Miami game, yeah. Messi warming up. He's kicking the ball into the stand. I said, nah, he's buoying it. He took another video of him warming up into the rose end again. So,
cheating?
He's fake, bro. When he's playing his AI, it's not real, bro.
Man says AI, bro.
He's dead, bro. Don't ever compare him to Messi. I said,
Hey,
crazy.
Messi the GOAT.
I'll show you
crazy.
the video.
Show me the video right now, go
But I
on.
want a refund.
100%. They were saying Salah.
Hey,
Yeah.
me,
100%.
me,
videos as well.
me,
Also, bro,
me,
like-
Shaun and Chopper went to Miami. He tried to watch a game, yeah. And 'cause we were so burst before the game was the next day, and it happened when we was in the flipping apartment.
But yeah, also like if you're getting that many goals, that many assists, that many chances created,
You're
like
doing
the
something,
performances can't be dead. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they just can't be dead.
But they can be.
They are dead.
Can
man.
they though?
They can.
Just getting goals,
In
man.
the first half of the
Goals,
season, you're
assists,
saying
and
Salah's performances were
chances
dead.
created.
I'm not saying first half. I'm saying overall the season for me, he's not even in. He's not even in the
Goals,
running.
assists, and chances created. That's what you want from an attacker.
Yeah, but
You're
why?
ticking every
So
box.
why are you taking away the fact that we
Hey,
said
we need
performance-wise he
Shaun. We
was
need to
dead?
jump in,
But
man,
if you're
'cause
doing all of
there's
that,
some
your
flagrant stuff being
performances
said.
must be good, bro.
It's not good. It's been alright. Where was he when the PSG? Where's the performance then?
100%.
He's been poor.
There you go.
Second
You
half
can't win it for these
100%
reasons, though. He hasn't, because
No,
you was good and you just missed up them games. Okay, I might let it slide, but you haven't been good, and then you choked there. So you can't argue
100%.
argue
He
Salah.
messed up.
It's not even
For the
close,
Champions League run, but bro, in the Prem, he's been.
What I'm disagreeing with is the fact that
bro.
you guys
I've been enjoying
weren't
watching
saying
Isaac.
Salah.
I'd rather
not
watch
about
Isaac. I'd rather
It's
watch
not
Isaac than
about-
watch Salah in the Prem this season. What are you talking about?
But bro, you're talking about enjoyment, bro. Man's talking about.
So wait, are you disputing
playing
that
well
Salah
and
was the best
affecting
He's not
game.
playing well. It's just he's been effective, not playing well though.
Bro, of
I
course,
said,
but that is
You're saying he's playing well and being effective. He's
Being
not.
effective,
That's fine.
he's playing
He's
well,
not.
bro.
So you can't be
It's just
quiet.
not
But as you said,
entertaining.
you can't be quiet for 90 minutes, get a goal in 91st minute, and tell me you've played well all game. You haven't.
Bro, being effective is playing well.
No, look. Okay, be your striker, right? You can play 90 minutes in the game. You could have a shit game 90 minutes. You get a 1 goal in 91 minutes. Everyone forgets your performance.
But that's what
100%.
Haaland
That's what he's
does.
doing
That's
with
what
Salah right
Haaland
now,
does,
bro.
100%.
That's what he's doing.
That's what
And then
Haaland
you should win
does.
Ballon
I
d'Or.
get
Bro,
come in like, yes,
bro,
be.
yeah.
You just
But
said
everyone forgets about
in my
it.
head
Bro,
like that,
you just said Haaland should have won Ballon d'Or. That's
He
what
wasn't
does.
shit
That's
that
literally
year. He
what
wasn't
does.
shit that year.
That is literally
He was
what
not. He won
Haaland
the
does.
treble and he scored 56
Haaland
goals.
does that
bro.
more than
Yo,
Salah.
No, he doesn't.
100%.
No, I rate Salah, but this season
striker,
he has
Bro,
been like that.
That's Haaland, full stop.
Salah's had better seasons, so I can't give it to him for
100%
now.
he has
I
had
can't
better
give you to have when you. This is your one of
I
the
have
worst
two
seasons.
questions.
100% he has.
Do you dispute that Salah was the best player in the Premier League this season?
Nah. I don't dispute.
I do. Alexander fucking Isaac.
I don't dispute. Listen, I
I
don't
don't think
dispute.
you're watching it is like that.
I don't dispute it, but I still like watching it.
No, which is fine. I don't think you're watching it is like that. Because even Shaun was saying from February onwards, Isaac goes
Can't be a big one.
What's your other question?
There's no way though.
As a striker,
As a striker, if
No,
you
I'm trying
score
to think.
50
I
goals
can't lie. I
in a
really-
season, have you had a bad season?
I've had a great season.
Irrespective of performances.
Yeah, I've had a great season.
Well, there we go.
That's literally what Haaland does, bro.
This guy's not helping. Why? He's going with both people. Why? He's sitting on the fence. He's sitting on the fence.
I hear
Pick a side. Go over there. Go sit over there. Stay here, bro.
No, it is, yeah. I hear it because your job mainly is to score goals.
Yeah.
So if I get 50, I've done my job to an elite standard. But you know within yourself if you play good or not.
Yeah. And if you play good, you might have more goals. Might
What I'm
have
saying. What I'm saying. So
Then you can get the Ballon d'Or.
But
when I
to a
scored
certain
47 that 2 seasons
scoring
ago,
all them goals is playing.
I played well,
I'm just
but
saying.
I was too
Salah's
involved
had
in trying to entertain instead of just doing my job staying in the box. What I'm
But
saying.
he's been outright clear best player in the Prem.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's just he's alright. He's been alright this year. Got goals in that. It's been alright. It's been alright.
But bro, like to a certain extent, getting them goals is playing. Because you could be like a Joshua Zirkzee.
Yeah.
Everything looks nice.
Who's
link
that?
up.
Who's that?
Looks lovely.
Show some respect.
Man's got 3 goals in the Prem, bro.
You broke your Saliba's legs, bro.
You know what I'm saying, man? All of that
Saliba still out.
Saliba's still injured.
looks lovely.
Yeah.
Man's got 3 goals in the Prem, bro.
Yeah.
Or you could be a Haaland, nothing looks lovely. Man's got 35 goals in the
Okay,
Prem.
cool. For example,
Bro.
this season, yeah, Haaland the same. Hasn't been, for me, performance.
No,
hasn't
he
been
hasn't.
great.
He hasn't.
Stats wise, okay as well.
Okay, yeah, just
So what? Is
for
he not
him,
in the running?
for him,
Is he not
amazing.
running?
No,
season.
he's not.
There you go then.
He's not in the running.
That's it.
He's not. But Salah.
They're similar numbers though.
No, but Salah's got.
Salah's
it's
got
not just goals.
considerably more than Salah.
Assists, it's
No, but
chances
he's got assists
created.
as well, yeah,
And
but-
they won the league, bro.
Bro, so what? So you're basically telling me they're gonna pick the Ballon d'Or basically off numbers? They're just gonna throw it in the computer and just pick a Ballon d'Or off numbers?
That's not
Because
what I'm
you're telling me chances created, throw ones.
100%. But bro, that's the job of an attacker. You're literally ticking every.
So what?
box.
You don't just win Ballon d'Or just being an attacker. A defender can win it too. Goalkeeper can win
Well,
it too.
Dembélé
man
probably
don't
got
win it
the
last year,
same.
but
Dembélé
defender
probably got
won
the
a
same
Ballon d'Or.
stats, and he won 3 trophies.
No, 100%.
Who's this, Dembélé?
Yeah.
100%.
What I'm saying.
100%.
And then when he played against Liverpool, they choked. And he
I'm
scored.
not saying Salah over Dembele. I'm saying Salah should be in the conversation.
It's not. It's not even for me.
He's just
yeah,
not in the
it can be in the
conversation.
conversation. Yeah, you can be in the conversation, but you're gonna be looking like this. What's going on over there, bro?
And also, bro, like
getting
that
that.
PSG Liverpool tie could have gone either way, bro. As well, PSG dominated.
Even when he didn't win,
weren't.
even when he didn't win,
PSG dominated both.
the
them.
African,
Yeah, they did,
African
they did.
Player of the Year, they all walked out.
Hey, Mane won it, didn't he?
No, Thing won it. Lookman won it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
Remember
about
who was it they
confusion.
wanted? Or who was it they wanted to win? It was I think it was Salah, and Salah didn't win it, and everyone walked out. But and then, do you know what I'm saying?
on
Lookman deserved it
on
last
some
year.
Vinicius
Yeah.
thing.
Lemon deserved it last year.
But boy,
I'm just confused. I don't understand why your energy for Raphinha is different from your energy for Salah. Is my only thing. Because Lamine Yamal, I understand. That's not a stats argument. That's what he brings to the game.
When I watched Raphinha from the start of the season to December, he was cooking. That's what I already answered.
So Salah.
He was alright from what I saw. I just prefer things. You can't ask me a question and tell me what.
That's the thing with Danny.
Yeah,
if you don't agree with him, he's on you. But it's alright to have different opinions, bro.
Having a different opinion is one thing. It's changing your opinion after the fact.
Allow it, man.
You've changed your
100%. I said he asked me what's the difference, and I'm telling you, when I watched him, I'm telling you, Salah's performance hasn't been as good as things. So what now? Where we going now? If you wanna go outside, let's go. What now, bro? What is it? It hasn't been.
Shaun is off camera. Has he not said that Salah was the best player in the world this season?
No, I haven't.
What I'm gonna say, hate you're very dark.
I've been consistent with Raphinha. Go get the clips and thing.
Not the camera.
Go get the clips where I said Salah. I've never said Salah's been the best player this season.
I'll be real, bro. There was a point where you were like riding out for Salah.
when me-
No, I was riding out for. Wait, I told you when I was riding out for Salah. Pause. When man was saying, when Shaun and Loso were trying to say,
Me and Shaun.
huh?
Me and Shaun.
It was you and Shaun saying.
Oh, that he was.
That's when I was backing Salah. Yeah,
He's
but I'm
embarrassing.
telling you,
Yeah, that was one game. But over the
that's why I was
season-
backing him. I was backing him, saying, it was one game. But over the course of the whole season,
Why are you staying silent and
hasn't
making
been
faces
great.
over there? Say something.
That's it. And I'm always said Raphinha. You can't now tell me, I said Salah. I know what I said.
The
I always
thing
said
is,
Raphinha.
I'm not talking about
I'm
this season,
changing. I'm
just talking
changing
about
it from
in general.
Raphinha to Lamine, and then now maybe Dembélé because he won the Champions League.
Wait. You were saying Lamine like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. I said that. I said this guy deaf, bro.
You know, man.
This guy, he actually looks like that red. I go, I say, you know, man. Bro, I said to him, beginning of the season, he was talking about Salah Raphinha. I said, at the beginning of the season, I was saying Raphinha. Towards the end of the season, I said Lamine Yamal, which he said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2
now,
weeks ago.
because Dembele's won the Champions League, I said it might go to him.
Yeah, but not who it might go to. Who you think it should go to? Who do you think it should go to?
I
Dembélé.
think it might go to Dembele. Either one, I'm happy with either one. Dembele or Lamine Yamal. I'm
Lamine
happy with
Yamal.
one.
Within 2 weeks, just because the final.
Yeah, of course. I said that. I said if the PSG win the final, he has a very high chance of winning it.
I'll be real.
If Barcelona
at the
had won,
highest
if
end
Barcelona had won it,
of
it means
football,
winning it easy.
these one games they make all the difference. Like
They do.
They
But
do
that-
really.
but that's-
Big game, but
that's
he had
how-
a good Champions League final as well.
Yeah, he played well. He played well.
Well, he played good, the
couple
whole
assists.
8 quarterfinals, semi-finals,
Yeah,
all of
everything
them.
he did.
He's got to win it.
He's turned up on this run to the Champions League.
I don't dispute that.
What do you think?
But
What do you think clicked for them lot in this running?
What for PSG?
Yeah.
No
What
Neymar. No, not Neymar. I said
No,
no Mbappe,
Mbappe.
no Messi. Especially no Messi.
No, it wasn't Messi. It was more Mbappe. But
No.
it was
100%,
Messi.
Nah.
Mbappe was there last season. They sold him. Real Madrid
Yeah,
won nothing.
come on.
No.
PSG won everything.
You lot can't do that. They were still getting to finals with Mbappe and Messi, Mbappe and Neymar, bro. You can't do that.
It wasn't Messi.
They were still
The
getting
team
to
he
finals.
went to won everything last season.
Allow it.
And they won nothing this
What's the
season.
stats? Please pull up the Messi stats. Like 10 goals or 9 goals or something. You got the
in
stats.
season 1.
Yeah, bro.
I-
Like, come on,
Streets
bro.
are saying Kylian's a virus.
You have to agree, they were still getting to finals and semis and that with
Right.
Neymar and Mbappe. They still was. They just couldn't cross
Streets
the
are
line.
saying
They got to
Kylian's
one
a
final.
virus.
It was.
They were still
Mbappe
getting
wanted it to
close.
be his team, so it was all focused on Mbappe. Now he's gone. I think young boys had the freedom to express themselves.
Bro, Messi
So,
was,
I don't
think it's about
was
expression.
done when
I
he was
think
in
it's
there.
about-
They should
And
have
work rate.
playing for each
Yeah.
other.
Due was already ready to play, bro.
Back then, I'm just saying, Real Madrid won everything last year. PSG didn't get over the line. Mbappe departs, goes to Real Madrid. They
No,
win
but
nothing.
It's way more than just
PSG
Mbappe.
wins
though.
everything.
Look, they got.
Of course it's more than
the
that.
players.
Of course it's
These
more
are
than
brand new players. It's not just Mbappe.
Of course it's
But I
more
think
than
there's
that.
no. I
There's a
think
whole
there's
new
no
identity, a
I
whole
think
new
there's
squad.
There's no.
It was one of those
egos.
things where, like, when Mbappe was there, they probably played to Mbappe.
Yeah,
No, I
No,
get that.
superstar,
You're
you
blaming Mbappe. There was 2 other men there as
No,
well.
I'm not blaming him, bro. I'm just
He was there
trolling
last season.
because
Last season was just Mbappe.
Yeah, last season
it?
was just Mbappe. but
and like
the
they
season
probably
before-
played to him, whereas now they just
Mbappe.
But even look, what's changed? Because I remember when he played Arsenal in a group. Not Mbappe. Dembele weren't playing.
yeah, but he
That was
Enrique
discipline.
was saying so.
Yeah,
So
disciplinary.
what's changed from then to the final to make him be this good?
just think the manager's got them to just knuckle down. Your guy Enrique just got them to knuckle down because like when you watch them, you could tell that like they are riding out for each other. Pause. Like all the players are like heart and soul on the pitch, giving everything, bro. And like PSG teams of previous haven't really been like that, and they've also been mad, kind of flaky.
It's always been a midfield.
Do you know what I'm
Dave,
saying?
At PSG.
I remember when they had Verratti and all them, man. They
love
all 1-0
Verratti,
down,
bro.
head loss.
Verratti's such a baller.
He was a baller, but like
But I think
head loss.
because obviously the attackers now are all quality, but they will work hard. I guess that would be the difference between attackers of the past. But I think this midfield is just far more industrious than the ones of the past. Because Verratti, to be fair, would work hard, but then who else would they have in their midfield? I think it was just a young
story and them, man.
Yeah,
He was story like dead.
Man, Tweedy works hard, but
was good.
Yeah.
Just a young midfield that works hard. Everybody willing to like die for each other.
Yeah.
Like,
the team
work.
is just better. It's just
Do
better.
the dirty work,
It's
and
better
these
now.
men just run all game. There was a bit where they were 5-0 up, and Dumfries was trying to run with the ball forward,
Kvaratskhelia
Kvaratskhelia
like a little pit bull. Even
and I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
You know, it is
90
well,
minutes,
I mean,
5-0.
all their injury-prone players are all fit.
who's injured? Well, Dembele.
Dembele. Fit. Even whatever his name is, bro. Where's he from?
Good.
Yeah, even him. He's been injured quite a few times. Like they're all,
Can't say he's
fit.
injured, bro.
Also,
But yeah,
his signing, because back when they played Arsenal, did they already sign him? Had they already
No.
signed
No,
him?
they signed him in Jan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like his signing, I think, has made a big difference as well because he's a baller. He's cold, man.
Nah, he is,
but I don't
with,
think
with or without him, I still think they go to the final.
necessarily elevated them.
You think?
Yeah.
Without him, they still just.
Bro, they still got Barcola coming on, sitting them, man.
Barcola's-
He's not meaty.
I'm not saying he's meaty, bro.
He's
but
nice.
He's
Yeah, it's
not
just
like
Doué.
these man. He's not
No,
a dog
he's
like
not
these man.
Doué. No, he's nice.
He works
bro.
hard.
Barcola's
Nah,
nice.
bro.
He works hard.
Bro,
He's just
that
human
guy
level
misses
nice.
chances. He don't even look
He does miss
upset.
chances. He
Pisses
does
me
miss
off.
chances.
No. Barcola's
But
nice.
Kvaratskhelia is not like mad clinical though.
No, he's not mad clinical, but he's a dog, bro. He's gonna work all game. I just don't see that in Barcola. He's just got that
Yeah,
kind of
the
language
difference
French
between-
thing about him.
because there's always been a debate in Serie A who's better between Kvaratskhelia and Leao. In terms of quality on the ball, for me it's obviously Leao, but Leao is like quite both.
Yeah,
Kvaratskhelia
blasé,
is
innit?
yeah.
That's the difference between him and Barcola for me as well.
Barcola works hard.
I don't know, man.
No, he works hard.
Whenever I watch him,
I think
blasé, bro.
maybe he doesn't have the refinement in terms of his finishing, but I think they get to a final with Barcola and Doué on the wings.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah,
Fair.
They do.
yeah.
What you saying? Doué, Neymar region, Shaun.
What about Esteban?
Somebody was saying that in the group chat about Doué being a Neymar region.
Was
It was Shaun. Shaun said it first.
Sean said, "Hey, check the tapes."
Shaun said it first.
Because we did a little under 23. No, we did a little under 23.
You said it about Esteban as well. You said they're both in Neymar regions.
Yeah,
So there's going to be two.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we think Doué's level is? Do you think like he's gonna be competing with Yamal now for like top spot? Or do
No,
you think
Yamal
he's
better
not
than
I don't think
Yamal
so.
better
I'm not trying to change after one game. I'm not saying my man's not cold. He's cold.
Yeah, Yamal's
but
definitely
you
clear.
can't just. He's
I'll go-
made the point bare times off. Football fans are fickle, and then he's just saying, "Bro, you can't." Not after one game. You
No,
can't
but
be
it hasn't been one game. Doué's been.
No, he has, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like you're forgetting, my man's still 2 years younger than my man, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
still done everything.
Yamal's
Like,
the guy. He's not.
Bro.
You know where I stand on the
yeah,
Yamal
it's
team.
just
but
different.
I just think Doué could be like
No,
not his
with
level,
him, yeah,
but
yeah.
like head of the pack
Competing,
behind
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Do you get it?
He's way better than that Elise and them, man.
Way better than
In
Elise.
terms of effectiveness in the game, I think Elise's technical ability in that's just cold, but
I would go that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't say way better.
Who? Wait,
See, we had this before.
Yeah,
but in terms
I
of
said he's way better than Saka. Yeah.
No. I know we had. But I said so. But then you'll go. It's about politics and stuff. But for example,
Still
I don't think
think he's way better than
Doué starts over Elise for France because you would go.
Nah, probably not. But that's because Elise's a natural left footer.
Yeah, but
So
you don't have to
he'd
play
hold
left.
down.
You don't have to play
How
left.
can you
footer.
not?
No, but like right winger.
Yeah, I know.
They
Bro,
prefer
Doué
the
was
left footers.
MVP. Must have been man of the match of that game.
Yeah, of course. 2 goals.
A lot of people saying Vitinha, obviously.
Coutinho was
He was
cold.
cold.
He did play
Coutinho was
really
cold,
cold.
but Doué got 2 goals.
They think it's mad. He didn't even play for Wolves. Like
Yeah, but that's the thing about the Premier League.
weird, isn't it?
And you've played football. Like, sometimes it's politics. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's does the manager like you. There's loads of different like intangibles. I didn't think Vitinha was this good because if you go on his performance yesterday, how many midfielders in the world are better than Vitinha? Not
Right,
many.
yeah.
I say maybe Pedri, and that's about
It's
it.
not just yesterday though.
But then
Even
he
against
chatted to
Arsenal, he's very
Pedri like.
good. Against Arsenal. he's
Yeah,
very
that's
good
what I
as
mean.
well.
As in
That's
this
what I'm
run. But
Yeah.
if you said to me 6 months ago, Vitinha, I'd been like, nah, X, Y, Z. Like loads of men are better than him. So sometimes it's having the faith, having the right system around you, all that
It's
sort
that
of
home
stuff.
midfield though as well, man. João Neves is
Crazy peak.
baller, bro.
Even Fabian Ruiz, like, because he was good at Napoli, but even when I'm watching him against Arsenal, I'm not thinking, oh, this guy's. But he won the Euros for Spain.
Yep.
He's done everything for PSG.
I just think PSG are like a well-oiled team, boy. Even Pacho was jogging yesterday, boy.
I got a
was
question
really
for
good
you lot,
yesterday.
yeah? Because I think we was having this conversation last time about Hakimi and Trent.
Yeah.
Like, I was saying Hakimi's up there with I can't remember, I think you lot was...
I said no, but
it was
I
Losos.
said
Bro,
no, but
how can you not,
Losa's
bro?
the only one that.
How can you not, bro? How can you not rate this guy, bro?
I rate him. I don't know if he's
Just
better
because you
than
can't
Trent.
pass a ball. Trent ain't doing what he done yesterday, bro. He ain't scoring. I don't know if he got an assist, but throughout the whole Champions League, he's getting something, bro. It's mad.
Yeah,
He gets like
100%.
3-4
But Trent
chances a game.
gets Trent
Trent
He
gets
makes the
something
chances,
as
yeah,
well.
100%. But it's
I say Trent's
like
influence.
far more
package
attack-
as a right back, bro.
Hakimi's role's far
better.
more attacking than Trent's.
Yeah,
though.
but Trent's influence in the game, you can't deny that. He influenced that.
Bro,
Most of the
shows
game take
Hakimi's
through him.
influence, bro. Hakimi's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
doing something. It's
Once I
always-
wasn't rating him too tough, but now I
Bro.
can't hold my hands up.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
One
sometimes-
It's free
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
what
yeah.
makes
Put them in order, innit?
But for me,
Dumfries,
Trent.
Hakimi, Trent. What's your order?
Dumfries, I
Yeah,
don't
better
think Dumfries
Trent.
is even top 3. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So who would you put in the top 3 there?
You can chuck like a Reece James or
You're
something.
gonna say Gusto or something. No, you can't say Reece James now.
Big up Reece James though, man.
You can't say Reece James
Yeah,
now. We're
he's
talking about right
been
now.
Out of the team for too long.
And you're not taking Reece James over Dumfries right now.
I still would.
Right now,
If he can
Cause
stay
like-
fit over like 10 games, then yeah, I
But
would.
it's all these ifs
Yeah,
though. I'm talking
yeah.
about right now.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Because Dumfries,
What's your order?
he plays as a wing back, and like his only skill is box crashing.
What's your order?
Trent's number 1.
Trent Hakimi,
Indisputably.
Frimpong.
Oh yeah, that's a good Frimpong.
Frimpong don't even defend, but same sort of mode. I
Frimpong's
guess.
same as Trent then. Not
No,
defend either.
no. He's nothing like Trent. As in, Trent is at least in position to get cooked. Frimpong's just over there.
That's why I don't know how he's gonna work with
Yeah.
Liverpool. Because
No, he can pass as well,
no,
though.
but if he's in that space, where's Salah gonna operate?
No,
That's why not
Inside,
too-
yeah.
inside.
That's why I
right,
said,
I don't
Bro,
know.
even for Holland,
I don't-
sometimes they play him right wing, bro.
Yeah, Frimpong does.
is-
Frimpong, because people saying, "Oh, he's not a direct replacement." 'Cause Frimpong does not defend. Trent arguably can't defend, even though I disagree. Frimpong does not defend. Frimpong is a right winger, and he stays there. And he doesn't come back.
Bro. I'm sure Liverpool would not sign him if he couldn't defend.
I think they want someone to replace Trent quality wise. So.
Yeah, 100%.
He's good on the ball.
Yeah,
as well.
so who knows?
He's good in the final third. He's rapid.
But you man was talking crazy last week. Like you said you're gonna call man out and all this. So what's your call outs? I wanna.
Oh yeah, end of season and that we got to discuss some of the takes,
See, discuss the
some of
takes.
the call outs.
This is the last episode of the
I'm just
season.
asking.
What's been the worst take?
What
Damn,
is
you
it?
What's
saying,
us saying it was-
Jackson's second
Was
best
your
striker in
Jackson
the league.
take?
It was Jackson. I'll take it. For me, it's Marius claiming that
Chelsea
would finish above.
Like he
Liverpool.
got close though, and you paid him, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, but we didn't. The bet wasn't will Chelsea finish above Arsenal.
Yeah,
It was
Well,
will
it's
Arsenal
that
finish 6 points ahead of Chelsea.
and they didn't. And at
But
the time, they
Arsenal
were way
fumbled a
ahead.
lot.
At the time, they were way ahead. No,
Arsenal way. But to claim that
We'll
Chelsea
finish above Arsenal.
will finish above Arsenal was ludicrous.
So wait, you think that's the worst take of the season?
Marius says a lot of
the
things,
season?
bro.
I think Dammy says a lot of things
So
as
is
well.
Dammy. So is Dammy.
He gets away with a lot.
What did I say?
Obviously,
Obviously,
I
Nicholas
need to call
Jackson.
Iman when Iman will tell me everything that you've done, bro.
Hey, cool, man. We talked it out. He was happy. I said a lot of. To be fair, I think if we're gonna go
Jackson's second best striker in the league. Would
That's up there.
Jackson's second best.
That's
The
I think
Romero
I
one
think
might
it's
be up
third.
there.
Oh, Romero
Romero-
second. Hey, Shaun, Romero
The
second.
Romero one
What
might
did
be up there.
Romero
about
not look
Romero
imperious
season.
in that Europa League final?
Oh,
but the whole quality of the game was so bad.
It's Man United, bro.
Oh my days.
Oh, he said something to Maguire as well.
Yeah, he was rattling
Oh, yeah.
Maguire. He had Maguire.
I assume Romero will leave and go to probably
But
Atletico.
Atletico,
Yeah,
he suits them though.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a dog. But Romero's a top defender. Top defender.
Nah, it's him saying number 2. Oh, Shaun saying Cole number.
The thing is, like, it is outrageous. It is egregious. How dare he say? And he said he was better than that dunk was better than Van Hecker, and I was like,
Yeah, the Levi Cole
the Levi Cole. But 10th is 10th, so like no one really cares about it. Whereas when we're staying like
No, but-
Lissandro Martinez being like third, I think is
Yeah.
pretty
No one
outrageous.
said he was first.
You man didn't
had-
know one.
I
didn't know one.
I had fifth, I think.
Fifth.
But
The way this guy's lying. The way this guy's lying.
I think it was fourth still. I don't think it was
fifth. It
fifth.
was fourth or fifth.
Bro,
Yeah, I said
there's
I
no
did.
way he had him over. No, it must have been fifth.
did.
There's no way he had
It was
him over.
high.
Yeah,
No,
Gabriel,
bro,
Gabriel,
he-
Saliba,
It was
Van Dijk.
high. No,
So it must have
Yeah,
been
it was
fifth.
fourth.
It wasn't fifth.
he had him over.
It was.
It was not fifth.
I-
He had him over
fourth.
It might have been
Saliba.
fourth.
Maybe fourth then.
It might have been fourth.
Yeah, it might have been
I said
fourth.
fourth and fifth.
You had him over
You trying to
Saliba.
lie.
You have him over.
Thank
No,
you.
no,
We had
I
him
did,
over
I did.
someone.
No,
I did,
because
I did,
you
I did,
always
I did.
rate Gabriel better than Saliba, so I think
Yeah,
you took
I had Gabriel over
so,
Saliba.
So you had Martinez
Saliba was
over Saliba.
No, I had Saliba.
What I'm saying.
Third was third. I didn't have Martinez over thing. Don't you not chatting shit.
Bro, so you did.
Go roll the tape.
Remember to go back and check the tapes because we've said a lot of
Alright,
blasphemous
cool.
things.
I got a new one. What about when Dami was wearing white shoes with black socks?
I don't understand what the issue is.
Wearing white shoes. I don't even issue. Wearing white forces. Wearing white forces. What are you trying to do?
No, I'm just like, what's the
Don't worry
issue?
about my socks, bro. I'm gonna check a drink, son.
Why are you getting to about those socks? What does that
I don't
go?
wear white Air Forces, bro.
Yeah, because he was wearing white Air Forces. That's why.
I wear what I
I
want.
pulled up his chat.
You trying to get Yasin down?
My
Like
time
that.
to deflect,
dead.
bro. But ever since then,
It's fixed up.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just because my route toward the anyway. Never mind.
Now, what other crazy takes? I'm pretty sure Dan had a couple crazy takes.
Savage Dan actually
He was talking this
these-
Conor Gallagher chat and this
Conor
Enzo
Gallagher.
Fernandez chat.
being better than Jude Bellingham.
Oh, yeah.
Jude Bellingham not being a top 5 midfielder in the Premier. Oh,
Chinks had a crazy shot. I ain't repeating it.
Yeah,
what was it?
Sure.
Yeah,
That if you're good enough, you're like racist. That's a crazy shot. I was gonna say MVP of this season. I think has to go to Shaun. He's got a lot of good.
I said, don't make it.
Shows off camera
No, no,
like
no.
getting all shy.
Oh,
and
Luis.
that.
I got one. Yeah, I was an MVP guest.
Yeah, Luis.
For me, Louise, bro. That's my boy, man.
They got Luis.
Yeah,
Luis the MVP.
Luis
Still
was
abroad.
serious.
Actually,
No, but all the guests were lit though. All the
Of
guests
course,
were
we're
lit.
not saying that, but you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
if we're gonna prioritize, no, I have to say the worst take of the series. It's just come to me. Simon Dawkins when he claimed that Jamaica would win AFCON.
Oh, yeah.
How dare you? How very dare you? The Unity Cup showed you there are levels to this.
Pennies.
This is a book cup though, but yeah,
Hey man,
you finally won a cup.
finally we've won AFCON 3 times.
Yeah, Niger have done their thing in AFCON. I can't even.
What Eritrea won?
We won cycling. France. We've got bear right now. Quite
Doing
like
the Tour de France.
We're in the MMA right now.
It's like,
We've got Alexander.
we won
Individual sports.
Alexander.
Like, we do
Isak.
individual sports, bro, and we're number one at them. We're not second or third like Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? We're first.
No. Let's be real. Craziest take of the year has to be when Jose said Barca play 4-4. I can't forget that, bro.
Yeah. Jose, shout out Jose.
Barca played a 4-4-2. Nah, that was too funny.
He said.
Oh, he said Broncos place a tune.
That was too funny.
Oh, shout out Jose.
And then after when he was like, I went to New Camp and I watched Barca.
And you was right, but no one
was
believes
is that when they played the 4-4-2?
I checked the result.
And he checked up the result. Yeah.
You got them right. He said that.
Yeah, that's-
Messi scored 2.
That's take of the year, man. That was
Yeah,
just
but
right at
I
the
can say
beginning.
any game and guess Messi scored 2 and be lucky.
No, but he said
He said Busquets come on.
No,
Oh, you see, Busquets came off after 4 minutes. Yeah. Oh, shout out Josie, man.
Yeah.
He rehearsed that one still.
That was take of the year still.
But
What other things have been said?
so
man?
MVP guess who do we agree on?
We really
I
had
like
2,
Simon
no?
Dawkins one,
No,
but
we haven't.
Luis.
We've had Bear, bro. We had Briscoe. We had
I can't remember the guess.
This
Yeah.
goal.
He's a guest. This is disrespectful.
They got Bisco, man.
Anyone that comes in here that's is think is a guest, bro.
100%.
Neezy.
100%.
Neezy,
Yeah, no,
I'm
definitely.
saying.
Simon Dawkins, Luis.
Jamie, because you're not gonna be here next year.
I said Spurs would win a trophy this year.
Fair enough.
When did you say that?
Like maybe like episode 2 or 3 or something.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, no, maybe because Ange said he's gonna win it. So
I said it before Ange,
Whatever
though.
Ange said, bro.
I said it before Angela.
Yeah. But,
Fair enough.
But yeah, man, it's been a good debut season, man.
Yeah, man. Gonna have some new guests at the beginning of the
100%.
season.
We had tryouts this week, didn't we?
Shit, yeah, Ball of Duty Charles, man.
No one got
They
in.
got heated.
If you want to come down to the next child, you know what I'm saying?
We had a couple Oceans guys trying to get a transfer, but we don't want them. Oh my god, a beer belly. What was it? So no,
We even got a call out.
from who?
I'm not saying any names, but someone said, "Yo, I'll bring my best 5 guys."
He doesn't even have 5 guys. He said he was just he lost his head. Doesn't even have 5 grand.
Yeah, that was
that's
headless.
funny.
Still.
Big him up though, man.
Nah, 100%.
But make sure, comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, man.
What's to look out for though? What's next year gonna be bigger and better?
Yeah.
So-
Bigger and better.
Anything
course.
happen over the summer?
Potentially.
Any 5 tournaments? Any like
Yeah.
special interviews coming up? What's going on? 'Cause I heard man want new kits as well. Man want kit. People want kit. The supporters, man. They
We're
want
gonna
kit.
make a new kit as well, man, for the new season. Potentially 11-a-side team next season.
Oof.
Yeah, 100%.
Saying Baller G trials.
Yeah, that's what we're doing the trials for. Maybe Yasin will get in because he's done alright.
Make sure to subscribe, and you'll find out all about all the details for all these events.
And next season, damn, we'll be dripped out again. You get me?
No, we're not.
He's starting to get paid now, so he's a Hugo Boss and that now. Yeah? He's leveling up, man. Moved up from the pink belly.
Where's
out
Hef
you.
when you need him?
Shout out to you, Hef. Shout out Iron Man. You're not my man.